A play for me. What is the deal? There it goes. Can you hear it?
I don't hear it.
I don't either. Well, should we sing it? I wonder if can anybody hear it? Tell us. If anybody out there, can you hear it?
I can sort of hear it.
Oh, okay.
It is playing.
Okay, yeah, no, it's playing. You know, it's been like this all day today. And you know who I blame.
I know. Well,
yeah.
Mercury in retrograde is in 2 days, so great.
Oh, is it amping up?
Probably the amp up.
I'm telling you, today, wackadoodle day, and I blame ACB. That's all. So yeah, I phone banked today with Beto O'Rourke and Stacey Abrams. It was so cool.
That is so awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it was super fun. And there were a lot of people that were phone banking today because that was the million call day. They were trying to reach 1 million people today. I don't know if they did because the phone banking with Oprah is still going on.
I went to the Democratic Center and went to go get a yard sign, and they were sold out. And the guy told me that they ordered too little, and he said it was the first time they've never sold out before. They always have some left over. So it's kind of cool that that's happening. I mean, you can feel the surge to vote.
Yeah,
I mean, really,
you can.
You feel it.
Yeah, and so
blue background. Am I trying to project something?
And my blue T-shirt?
Subliminally?
Yes. I don't know. I'm not being subliminal. I'm actually guilting people into voting. I am shameless. I voted for your health care. Can't you vote for mine?
I'm good at naming people too. It's just like, really? People died to vote. I mean, why would you not? I don't understand it.
I don't either. So I don't know. I've moved quite a few people in my phone banking efforts. So onward we go, I say.
I got about 50 postcards I have to accomplish. I'm gonna do that.
Yay!
And
Yay!
Yeah.
Where are they going?
I don't know yet. I just got the pre-made ones. I think it's New Mexico.
Oh, good. I sent a lot to New Mexico too.
You give them back, and if you add a stamp, then you save money for the party, you know. But
great! Oh, that's cool.
They'll mail them for you if you don't want to put a stamp or you can't afford to put a stamp. So
awesome.
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally great. Yep, we got all boats in the water, all of them. And I'm not wearing my Lakes for Biden shirt, but well, honey, I wanted to make posole, but they didn't have posole.
So you decided to do something else.
I corona'd. These are my garbanzo beans.
And there. Eden, that's your brand.
Yeah, I like that a lot, and they're big cans, so I'm excited. So I'm going to use the Instant Pot tonight. You do not have to use an Instant Pot or a pressure cooker for this recipe, but I like it, so I'm using it.
I'm excited that you're using it because I've only used mine like 4 times.
Oh, really? Oh my God, I use it all the time. I love mine. Well, good. I'm glad it then may this be an inspiration to you, Lisa.
Oh, yeah. Is that a cleaver?
Was that a threat?
With the Instagram?
It's just sweet persuasion.
Like, don't throw it through the laptop, okay?
Oh, pay attention. Don't cut yourself.
Please don't cut off a finger. Oh my God.
I know. I won't do that. Okay, so, I'm going to clean my carrots off. And, my mirepoix, if people do the mirepoix, it's carrots, celery, and onion.
It's the base for every French soup, basically.
Correct. But for me, I like to use, this is a giant parsnip. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I've just got half of it. But I always add a parsnip.
Parsnips need to get their due. They're really incredible stock and soup and different things that you're making in the fall. And we're in soup sweater weather now.
Yeah, baby. Well, you know, I actually cook them on for Thanksgiving a lot too. Like when I do roasted root vegetables, I use parsnip in that mix.
I like even mashed parsnips. They're delicious.
They're awesome. Yep. I highly encourage the parsnip.
Don't
All right.
fear the
This is
parsnip, okay?
don't fear the parsnip, people. All right, so I'm saving my ends over here. The ends of my carrots, my onion, the skin, you know, for the freezer.
For the freezer.
I'm doing that. And I have a pretty good size onion. Actually, I would say that was a large onion.
Okay.
And I have 2 stalks of celery. So in my Instant Pot, which is down here, I have a big one. Of course I do. I'm going to turn it on. There is a feature on here called saute. So I do not have to use a separate pot. Like I have a pressure cooker that I've had for years. And generally you want to brown like me, or now I want to just brown these vegetables or, you know, kind of make them translucent before I start. And I would always have to get a frying pan out and do it in a separate pan. But because it has the saute feature, I don't have to.
Okay, so note to people watching, I don't even know what my special features are on mine. It might be good to check it out.
Yeah, it's a great feature. So I'm now cutting my onions and carrots. They're not super small, I would say that. I would say they're sort of medium because I'm going to pressure cook them. So I don't want them really small. Otherwise they'll be mushy. So it's always challenging on the carrots, you know, when they're all different sizes. So sometimes on the bottom, I'll go on a diagonal to make the pieces a little bigger.
Right.
And then cut the top part of the carrot in half.
Debrianna, how long will it take in the pressure cooker, in the Instant Pot, as opposed to if it were on the stove?
15 minutes.
Wow.
And like the stove would be, I don't know. It depends on what you're starting with. Like I made this with pork, this same kind of soup with pork, like a pork steak. And I was done inside of 20 minutes, where I probably would have had to cook that for, you know, a couple hours on the stove.
I cook my soup all day.
Yeah. No, not when you have this, baby. You don't.
I know. I need to get mine out.
Yeah, it's really, especially, well, when I was working. Remember work?
Well, yeah, you put it in the morning, and you'd come home, and you'd have a great dinner, right?
There's that. If you want to use the slow cooker feature, I prefer the pressure cooker, and you could actually put frozen chicken in there and be done in 30 minutes.
Wow.
And that's why I love it. Okay, so here's me just chopping up all the vegetables. And then as soon as they're choppy, I am going to add a little bit of oil to the bottom of the Instant Pot, and then I'm going to just saute them a little bit in there.
It's amazing that it sautés it, and then do you have to like stir it around, and then you add all that other stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
You got it. And then I have my secret ingredient.
I'm getting it. Oh yeah, your secret ingredient.
I have a secret ingredient.
What is that?
All right. Olive oil. You know, I'm doing the swirl, Lisa.
The swirl's where it's at, Debrianna. I'm telling you.
I know. Well, if I look at that and eyeball it, I'm going to say you just want to coat the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
With oil.
Okay.
However much that is, because this is soup and you can freeform it. It's okay.
Everybody take a deep breath. You can freeform the soup. Okay.
The soup. All right. So I also, because this is like what I'm calling stone soup. Do you remember that fable?
Yes. I love
that.
That.
Yeah, I do too. So this is basically what I have in my refrigerator going as soup.
Okay.
So I have all the vegetables, which I generally always have in my refrigerator anyway. And I also have some green chili, some fresh chopped green chili. And I have this leftover chicken that I made the other night. So this is what's going in.
Sounds good to me.
In my pot. All right, so I hear it starting to sparkle. All right, I'm going to put my vegetables in there. And I always like to add turmeric to my chicken soup.
Is that your secret? No, that's not your secret.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. If you don't add it, I guess it is.
It makes it look more golden like chicken soup.
Yeah, it really gives it good color. Plus, turmeric's really good for you. Makes you sleepy. Supposed to, anyway. I don't know. I probably, like many people right now, am not a sleepy person. I find it hard to be sleepy.
I couldn't sleep last night. I was thinking about what was going to happen today with the Supreme Court, and I just couldn't sleep.
I know.
But I did have one good thing that happened to me today. I reunited with a friend of mine after not seeing her for 15 years.
What?
Yeah, my friend Meredith, who was one of my first production assistants when I worked at the Style Network, and we went through unbelievable trials and tribulations and so many photos, and she's a wonderful person. And we
just
great. Had a socially distanced coffee at the tea house, and it was delightful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love the tea house.
Yeah, it's such a great place in Santa Fe.
Yeah, if you guys ever get here, if you're not here who are watching, it's a great place to enjoy all kinds of things. They make great baked goods and lunch, and it's just a great place to hang out.
It's really nice.
All right, so this is me taking my chicken that's already cooked off the bone.
So it's already in the perfect state.
Well, more or less, it's roasted. And if you know me, you'll know that these bones are not done. They're going in the freezer, people.
These bones have a ways to go.
They do. That's another stone soup yet again.
The sun's going down, so I'm actually going to move over here because the sun's going down, and I can't. I'm starting to be in the dark.
Oh, there she is.
Don't be in the dark, Lisa.
Now I have the blue screen behind me for auditioning, and I just look like I'm being sucked into a black hole. Anyway.
Yeah, we all have to do it at home now for whatever thing that might be coming along.
Everyone has a home studio. Everyone, no matter what they're doing, it's Zoom everything and taping everything. And
well, and even on TV, I love it when people get lost or all of a sudden they freeze. Then I don't feel bad when it happens to me and you. We're like, well, God, if it happens at NBC, we're doing great.
Well, it's just, this is not dependable technology, and we have to do it from home, and we've adapted. We're humans, we can adapt. Like, we could wear masks every day if we wanted to. We could, be safer on the whole if we wanted to, but.
In some places of the world, they are. I'm just saying.
I mean, the thing is, when it comes down to it, do you care about other people or do you just care about yourself? I'm sorry, I know people want to make personal freedoms out of it, but that's really not what it's about.
No, I mean, don't we all agree that it's better to stop at a stop sign when you see it so you don't run into other people? I mean, really, people, freedom, it's all in your head.
Good point.
We can do it.
I don't have any confusion about it, honestly. It makes total sense.
I don't either. Okay, so see, these are the bones.
Okay.
And then I'm putting all the vegetable ends in here. And that will all go in the freezer.
So that's all going to go in a Ziploc bag in the freezer.
And reform itself into soup.
Later.
That's right, at a later date. when I feel like making broth. Meanwhile, I'm making this chicken. Okay, so I did this with a pork steak last time. And so you don't have to have chicken. You could use, pork. A pork steak works really good for this recipe. And the other day, this happened to me when I did my turkey the first time. And I was brining it, and a friend of mine had, a really good friend of mine, family had an orchard. And they used to make homemade, home-pressed apple cider around this time of year. Oh, my gosh. And he gave me a beautiful gallon of it. And I had it on my back porch because in those days it used to get cold in the fall. and it got hard. I went out there one day and the plastic container was like
frozen.
No, it was hard. It started, the gases were building up in the container because there wasn't that.
Okay, like hard cider?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I cannot tell you, fresh apple hard cider is like nothing you've ever tasted.
Wow.
So I took it and I put it in my turkey brine.
Ooh.
And ever since then, I've used hard cider in the brine because I don't always have fresh hard cider, but it was outstanding.
That's a really great tip. I think we should try. I want to try that.
Oh, so I do use a hard cider in my turkey brine. And the other day I had gotten some of this cold pressed hard cider, which is the cider I use every year for my turkey. And I had a little bit in the bottle and it was in the refrigerator and it got hard. And you can tell it's like you open the lid and it goes.
Right.
And so I put it in my stew with the pork. It was delicious.
That's that guy in Albuquerque that makes it, right? The cider that you have that you just showed.
Yeah, it's Big B.
Big B's, yeah. Oh, so someone saying we all wear seatbelts. Yeah, excellent argument. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we all agree to stop at stop signs, and we don't even play freaking football without rules.
Helmets.
Football isn't free.
Mouth guards. Stuff like that.
Do these things. All right. Okay, so moving along. My vegetables are now getting a little translucent and soft.
Oh, good. I see the theme happening.
Yes. Here, come on over. Can you see it?
Oh, delightful.
Yes. I'm going to add about a cup of this apple cider.
Yum. Oh, that's going to be so good.
Hard, but it's sweet. It's very sweet. And I'm going to add a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of my herbs de Provence.
That kind of looked like 3, just saying.
Well, no, because this is tiny.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's like a half a teaspoon.
Okay. So it's really 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric powder.
Okay.
This is organic turmeric powder. And I'm going to say, I'm going to add a tablespoon of that.
Okay.
And that's going to make it very pretty. And like you can see it turning golden already. Doesn't that just look so appetizing?
I love adding turmeric to soup, no matter what it is, really.
Yeah. I'm also going to add a bay leaf. These are ginormous bay leaves. I don't know if you can tell, but see how big that is?
That's huge.
I know. Like this, they're big. But all right, as we know, we don't add the whole bay leaf unless we are going to take the whole bay leaf out.
Otherwise, you can choke, which I've learned on Corona Kitchen.
Thank you. So this is what I do. I just mush it up into tiny little pieces. And then I don't have to worry about whether I can find it afterwards or if somebody accidentally finds it and chokes on it.
I wonder if that makes it taste better because you kind of release the flavors more of the bay leaf,
I think that's why I like to do it that way. It's my imaginary self going, yeah, I think it tastes better that way. Okay, now I'm going to add my rinsed chickpeas.
Now, a lot of people might be saying, hey, chickpeas in that, but I think it's a brilliant idea.
Oh God, I love this. Like my intention was to find canned posole because I wanted to do it fast, and they didn't have any, so I just switched over to chickpeas. And when you get those canned chickpeas, I don't think they're as soft as I would like them to be. So they still like for soup. So if I was going to cook it on the stove, I think I would want it to go for a couple of hours to soften them up. I'm just going to add some of these chopped chilies, which of course, if you don't have chopped green chili or fresh green chili, you don't have to add them. But I
think anybody can get, honestly, hat green chili is in like the salsa section in most of the country, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Lisa, you're dark.
Lisa,
where are you?
You're like a
find myself here. Okay, I'm putting some brightness on my face from my phone.
Full David Lynch on us.
Okay, how's that? I've just put a bright light on my face.
Are you gonna shine a flashlight under your chin?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, entertain the troops. I need to get some water.
It's horror film. Well, you know what? I
Yeah.
can turn on the light. I can
Well,
turn on
don't you
the
feel
light.
like we're living in a horror film? I kind of do.
I know. Well, it is Halloween time, isn't it?
Yeah,
hang on.
we're getting there.
I know.
Are you gonna dress up? We should dress up.
Here I am. I'm back. Okay. That's so weird. Like, well, because the sun goes down here, and you
everywhere. It's not just where you live.
Yeah, the sun goes down everywhere. But you know when it's very bright, and then all of a sudden when it goes behind, you have nothing.
Yes, that's true. I understand. Well, I know you like to go on the move and go in different locations in your house.
And you can do that with the laptop when you're doing a live stream.
You can do that in Corona Kitchen because we, the women, are the network.
We own the network.
We own the network, people. All right, so I have 2 cups of hot water here that I am putting my Better Than Bouillon in.
Oh, that stuff is just amazing. I gotta say.
I know, it's the best. Okay, it's going in.
They could be a sponsor.
If that's quite enough.
That is looking so good.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Thanks. Now I'm going to add a little more water. It's for some reason it looks super full today. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it looks like you got enough for an army.
I know. Well, I have to say there's a little method to my madness tonight. I have a very good friend. I don't know if she's watching. Who's getting a new home, and I wanted to bring them some for their move because I know they're moving and that's just hard.
Oh, they'll be so happy.
Yeah, I think so. So this is I'm gonna taste it right now to see how much salt I think I need. Oh yes, it needs salt. So I'm gonna say that was probably a good solid 2 teaspoons of salt. But I used a spiced salt, so there's a few spices, additional things in there. And now I'm going to just taste it and see if I added enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now Instant Pot. I'm going to turn off the saute. And you do that by hitting the cancel button.
How much water did you put in?
About 3 cups, maybe a little more.
So is it gonna make more like liquid or?
No, I don't think it should.
So it's gonna be really thick and chunky.
Yeah, it's what I like to call a stew. Okay, so now I'm putting the lid on. You make sure the release is closed. So turn it to the back.
Okay. Don't
And
blow it
now I'm going to hit pressure cook. I'm going to put it on the high pressure and I have it on for 20 minutes. All done. Goodbye.
When I'm doing that, I think my fear is I think I'm in Mission Impossible and I'm defusing a bomb. And I'm scared that I'm going to blow up the kitchen.
Well, I don't know. I've been using a regular pressure cooker for probably my entire adult life.
Okay.
Like the Italian kind that you have to really be careful and make sure you're doing it right.
The top, the little thing shakes. That's what my mom had.
Yeah, and then you have to release the pressure, and the cats go crazy because it sounds like. But so I've learned to cook on those and really appreciate how much. That's why I don't have a microwave. I never needed one. I only used my pressure cooker. And the thing I like about the pressure cooker is it keeps the vitamins in the food.
Right.
So it's actually better for you to do that. So this magical device, I remember I was sitting at my table. We had a supper club, and somebody at the table said something in the Instant Pot. I'm like, Instant Pot? What's that? And they all, like the whole table, turned around and looked at me and went, "You don't know what an Instant Pot is?" I felt like I was in like Lovecraft country. I'm like, no, I don't. And I was just, they were like, you have to look it up. You need an Instant Pot. What is wrong with you? So I did. I looked it up and got one, and I can't believe it. I haven't been able to let go of my 3 pressure cookers and my slow cooker because this does all of it.
Well, what's the difference between a slow cooker and an Instant Pot?
Well, the slow cooker is a function of the Instant Pot. So the Instant Pot is a pressure cooker or a slow cooker. It depends on which function you press.
Okay.
So you can use it as either. But the thing I like about my slow cooker is it's one that's very beautiful. So if you want to serve from it, it's just a pretty thing to leave on the table. This looks like R2-D2.
Yeah, no, it totally looks like it's from Star Wars. Last time you did something in it, in fact, I made a Star Wars post with the John Williams score of Darth Vader's entrance. But
yeah,
they make them in the Star Wars motif, actually. But
I guess I should have told you this part. This is like a 40 clove chicken, garlic chicken. So that's why I did not add garlic into this. But if you were going to cook from scratch and put like either raw chicken or the pork steak in there, you would add garlic to it.
Okay.
But I didn't have to because this already had a lot of garlic.
Massive garlic.
I'm just trying to be nice to my guests.
Well, that's going to be yummy.
It is. It will be. I will take pictures and post the recipe as we do.
And so later this evening, everybody, will be the reveal of the runners-up of the weekly photo contest. You want to say congratulations to Yasmin again with her absolutely stunning macarons.
Knocked us out. I mean, there was no question. Those macaroons. Woo!
They were so beautiful. Not only were they beautiful, the photo was beautiful, the lighting, and just how she did the rose petals and the pistachio on top and the colors, and oh my God.
Really beautifully thought out. Now, in case anyone's listening and is interested in the photo contest, it helps if you don't do the 3D picture. We cannot use the 3D picture. And there are some people in our Corona Kitchen group who, I don't know why, but the photos are not available to everybody. So sometimes I see a picture and Lisa can't see a picture.
So check your settings, because sometimes you don't realize you'll have your settings set to just your friends or only a few people or whatever. Make sure it goes public for your photos. And I don't even know. I'm not a Facebook expert. I don't know. But I would just check your settings because sometimes we can't see your photo and we want to.
Yeah. And no, I don't have any lemon. I knew you were going to call me out, Peggy.
Not
there is no lemon. That I do have to say though, when I cooked the chicken, it did have lemon inside. So there is lemon present. I just did not add any.
There it is. There it is, folks. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, don't forget. I'm just going to throw this out. We have 160 subscribers now on YouTube. It would be so great if the members could just go on the YouTube and free subscribe. You know, that just it helps us. You know, the more subscribers we have on YouTube. So just if you're, you feel like it, or you want to like the videos, that helps us.
It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we should remind people who are in Santa Fe, if this weekend is the tasting at Santa Fe Spirits for their new whiskey, their limited edition whiskey. So if you want to go, you have to make a reservation. Yeah, and I am going to encourage people to please, lastweekends.org, as we approach the end, we're coming down the home stretch. Let's just knock it out of the park. Or if you want to just donate, you can go to Swing Left. Those are two good organizations to get going. And there's also postcards for swing voters. I think if you're really fast at writing postcards, you could probably still do that. But yeah, there's still work to be done. We do not want to sit on our laurels, people.
Ask yourself, what's the one thing you could do every day to help with the election? Whatever it is that you can do, try to do something, even if it's just calling up your relatives one by one, friends, and saying, "Hey, I voted. What are you doing?" You could just bring it up.
What's your plan?
You know?
Yeah. Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday is the Pennsylvania Democrats, the reading of Spinal Tap reunion.
Yay! I can't wait. I can't wait.
So just Google Spinal Tap PA Dems and you'll find a link if you want to go there and watch it and help the Pennsylvania Democrats out. I'm sure they'd love to have you.
That's going to be so funny. Oh,
it was awesome. Princess Bride was awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thanks
we appreciate it.
And I just want to say, Meredith, if you're watching, it was so great to see you today. And